All right, welcome out to Rosholt here. The Hornets tonight playing host here to the Stevens Point Pacelli Cardinals. A CW South Conference affair here on this 28th day here in January, Tuesday night to be exact. Pacelli comes in here with an overall record of 13-3 on the season. 66 points per game, Cardinals average. They are coming off a very hard-fought, close loss just last night. 61-54 was the final in that one over in Auburndale. Certainly two premier basketball teams in Auburndale and the Cardinals last night, but they're looking to get right back at it, as they say here in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show. Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair service, as they have locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. So they are 6-0 in conference, that CW South Conference. Pacelli 6-0, Pittsville 6-2, and Allman Bancroft comes in at 5-1 in that conference play here. Switching over to the Hornets here of Rosholt. They are 4-11 overall. They come in here averaging about 31 points per game. And they are 3-4 in that conference here. They had a fairly large victory last night over the Port Edwards squad, 67-30. They'll be back in action at Bowler on Thursday night here of this week. And then they will be at Port Edwards on Friday the 31st. So we'll get our starting lineups here in just a few moments. We'll get our national anthem. We'll be underway here in just a few moments. You're listening to and watching high school girls basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports. Back here in just a few moments.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
All right, back out here, just moments away here. We'll get our national anthem and our starting lineups here on our Zaleski Sports broadcast. Brandon Barencut on the call here tonight. Braden Sutter doing our production for us, our fine engineering work for Braden. Our Auto Select pregame show. Again, Auto Select is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. They have complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you are good to go. So a conference game here tonight on a Tuesday night. We will pause here for our national anthem. We'll get our starting lineups and we'll be underway here shortly. Brought to you in part from our friends from Hoff Favor Realty tonight on Zaleski Sports.
Good sportsmanship and education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Now please stand for the singing of the national anthem by Rosholt Band Ensemble.
All right, we are back here with a national anthem. Nice job here by the singers here from Rosholt. We'll get our starting lineups here now. So Katie Ilka gets a start, the senior number 2. Haley Saseski, the sophomore, number 3. Melina Cashin, the senior, number 15. Jaden Zdroik, the sophomore, and Ella Van Order to round the starting lineup out here for the Cardinals here. Rosholt, Haley Lasinski, the sophomore, number 2. Alexis Pacholk, number 3, the sophomore. You get Addie Gagas, the junior, number 15, and Leah Kazeski, the sophomore, number 22, to round out the starting lineup here for the Hornets here of Rosholt. Again, a CW South Conference game here tonight. Between the Hornets, just about, we'll say about 25 minutes to the east here. Like to personally come out this way whenever possible. Certainly some good hunting out here and a lot of other things, no doubt. But again, Pacelli comes in here with an overall record 13-3, 6-0 atop the CW South Conference. And Haley Sasevsky tipping it here, and Addie Gagas. And Rosholt will win the tip here, and that's Addie Gagas. She comes in here averaging 17.2 points per game, 8.9 rebounds per game, and nearly 4 assists per game does Addie Gagas, the junior. Leah Kazeski averages about 16.5 points a game for the Hornets. So for Pacelli, you have Ilka, Zdroik, Zashevsky, Van Order, and Cashin. The 2 seniors, the 1 junior, and a pair of sophomores. 3 ball on the way, going to miss short. That will go Pacelli basketball here. Rosholt, as we mentioned in our Auto Select pregame show, head coached by Luke Nodler and Allison Smags, the head coach here for the Cardinals. Zdroik bringing the ball up here. Far side, Van Order 3 ball. This is in and out. Nice rebound down low by Haley Sashevsky. And she'll score the first 2 points of the game here tonight. Sophomore Maddie Pionik and senior Kaylin Yenter out tonight. Zashevsky going strong. Rebounded by Leah Kazeski, the sophomore, I beg your pardon. She averages nearly 8 rebounds a game for the Hornets. 3 ball on the way near side. Pulled out of there by Zdroik. Nice pass down to the cutting Van Order. Van Order unable to finish down low. Rebounded by Addie Gagas. As we mentioned, Rosholt was in action last night with a convincing 67-30 victory over the Port Edwards squad here. As we mentioned, 3-4 in that conference here. So Zdroik to bring it up now for the Cardinals. Ilka back to Zdroik. Zdroik surveying the floor here. Gets it over to Van Order, far side. Nice head fake, takes it in, and Van Order score it for Ella Van Order. Her first 2 points here. Pacelli out to the 4-0 lead. Early goings here. A few more fans trickling in here to Rosholt. So Pacholk, 3 ball on the way. Misses short, boarded by Katie Ilka. Ilka, one of the 2 seniors, getting a start here tonight. And down low to Van Order, scored for Ella Van Order. And Rasha will take a timeout. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You are listening to and watching high school girls basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from our friends from Off Favor Realty. Back here in just a few moments.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at madeacustom.com.
All right, back out here. One of our many game day sponsors, Home Furniture. Fill your home with the best from Home Furniture: sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Home Furniture with locations on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and Post Road in Plover. So in case you're joining us just now, Pacelli with a 6-0 early lead, about 15-10 or so here to go. 3-ball near side, misses short. Rebounded by Cashin. Out up to Zdroik. Rosholt playing with 7 players here tonight. Zdroik down low. Gets her own rebound, back up with it. Down low, goes back up with it. Unable to convert. Van Order down low. And Zdroik fighting for it. And we're going to get a 3-second call there. Oso Brewing Company in Plover offers a large, spacious place for your next gathering or just to watch the big game on a massive projector screen. Enjoy a great variety of pizzas and other hot food along with a cold soda. It's all at Oso Brewing in Plover. So Gagas brings it up here again. Addie, one of the statistical leaders, along with Leah Kozeski for this Hornets team, the junior. 3-ball on the way, misses a little long, rebounded by Van Order. Tim Staggy, one of our refs, I think he goes by the self-proclaimed nickname of Stagawami. That's what he tells me anyways. Cashin, and counted for Milena Cashin. So it's 8-0 early goings here with about 4 minutes or so gone by. Ball up, misses short, rebounded by Ilka. Ilka looking to push it. Haley Krzyzewski down over to Cashin. Swings it back over to Van Order. Nice bounce pass down low to Krzyzewski. And she now has 4 points tonight. Coach Smags checking in Sammy Sankey here, it looks like. Zdroik going hard with it and score it for Jaden Zdroik. And Cashin comes out of there with it. Van Order near side here. A little hesitation, dribble goes in, left hand, unable to convert on that. And it turned over here back to Pacelli. Culligan Water. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. So Ilka checks over to the bench here for a few moments. Sammy Sankey relieving Ilka here, coming in here at the 13-minute mark. Zdroik, nice bounce pass up ahead to the running Ella Van Order now, and Van Order with 6 points. So some good team basketball there. Of course, Zdroik, we know, does just a little bit of everything, averages nearly a triple-double, 8.5 rebounds a game, nearly 9 assists per game, and then about 15 points a game. Nice pass down low, and it's going to be just out of the outstretched arms of Ella Van Order back to Rosholt. And we'll get a timeout called here. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You are listening to and watching high school girls basketball tonight, brought to you in part from our friends from Hoff-Faber Realty, back here in just a few moments.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
All right, back out here is Leski Sports here. 12-13 to go in this opening half. Pacelli out front here, 14-0. One of our many game day sponsors tonight, that's Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. So Gagas up top there, along with Leah Kozeski. Back over to Gagas. As we mentioned, Pacelli will be playing host to Wild Rose on Friday night, another CW South Conference affair. Koenig's shot in and out. Rebound pulled out of there by Lily Lazinski. Leah Kozeski back over to Alexis Pacholk. And we get a foul called, I believe. Or maybe not. In any event, it's back over to Pacelli now as Droik over to Koenigs, back into Zashevsky. Down into Koenigs. Nice bounce pass down low. Nice pass there. Great team basketball there displayed. Koenigs to Van Order. 8 points now for Ella Van Order. So Lexi Koenigs, just the sophomore. Pacelli team certainly, you know, you have the two seniors in Ilka and Cashin, but very strong sophomore play, certainly good junior play with Van Order. But just kind of a good mix of seniors, sophomores, and juniors here. Kozeski takes it in, jump shot, and she will be fouled. That is sophomore Leah Kozeski. She'll go to the Serb Pro Jamie Winslow free throw line tonight. First team foul here. And her first is up, and it is good. She'll get a second. Second one by Kozeski misses. Kozeski, I should say. Zdroik over to Sankey. Three ball on the way. Sammy Sankey in and out. Rebound battled by Addie Gagas. Again, Addie, a 9 rebound per game player. Kozeski down into Sierra Pacholk. Kozeski tries to get the cross-court pass over there. Zdroik. And counted for Jaden Zdroik, the potential and one here coming up. She will also go to the Serb Pro Jamie Winslow free throw line for an attempt here to complete the and one. Jaden averages, as we mentioned in our Auto Select pregame show, about 15 points a game, 8.5 rebounds, and nearly 9 assists per game. Stroik is good on her free throw attempt. 5 points now for Jaden, so at just over 8 minutes gone by here in this opening half. And Stroik playing some pretty solid defense up top there. Stolen away from the senior Katie Ilka. Ilka going hard with it, unable to finish there. Stroik there, and she will be fouled. And she will go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Stroik is good on her first. She'll get a second. Cashin checking in now for the Cardinals for Haley Sashevsky. Stroik unable to convert on that one. So 1 of 2 in that sequence, 2 of 3 cumulatively here for Stroik tonight from the line. And picked off by Koenigs, out to Stroik. Nice bounce pass ahead to Cashin. Cashin gets it back out to fellow senior Katie Ilka, bounces it into Cashin, and Pacelli to reset it. Gets it down into the wing there to Stroik, and she'll be called for the travel there. Saindon Carpet One. Saindon Carpet One on Post Road in Plover is here to floor you with the best in all of your carpeting and flooring needs. Whether for your home or business, you'll find help with choosing the right look and material to bring your flooring to the next level. So Koenigs up out ahead to Ilka. Nice bounce pass into Stroik, and score it for Jaden Stroik. And Stroik pokes that one away, gets it out front to Koenigs, and score it for Lexi Koenigs. So Van Order to check in here for the Cardinals. Leah Kozeski to check in here shortly for the Hornets. And Stroik will bring it up now for Pacelli. And as we mentioned in our Auto Select pregame show, Pacelli out. Pionic and Yenter out tonight. So Koenigs scoring that one down low. 4 points now. We will get a timeout called here from Rosholt. We'll take a brief commercial pause ourselves. You're listening to and watching high school girls basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports from our friends from Haw Favor Realty. Back here in just a moment.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s-themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Braden Sutter giving me the proverbial heads up here, the nod. He keeps me in line just about every chance he can. So we are back here. 26-1 is our score here. Pacelli will have Van Order, Ilka, Cashin, Koenigs, and Sankey on the floor. Rosholt, on the other hand, Addie Gagas to inbound it to Leah Kozeski, along with Alexis Pacholk, Lily Lazinski, and Haley Lazinski. And a good rebound there by Addie Gagas. Back out to Kozeski for 3-ball, Leah Kozeski. She has all 4 of the Hornets' points here in this early goings. Leah, just the sophomore, averages 16.1 points per game, 7.5 rebounds per game, and 4.5 assists per game. And the steal by Rosholt. Back up with it and count it for Gagas. So Gagas now with her first 2 points of the contest. Pressure being applied here in Rosholt. Dahl Automotive, the Dahl family of vehicles, has been earning 5-star reviews since 1911. Now we'd like to earn your 5-star review at their new Dahl Honda and Dahl Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealerships in Stevens Point. Learn more online at dahlauto.com. So Ilka will inbound it here for the Cardinals. Nearing that 7-minute mark here in this opening half here in this CW South Conference game here out in Rosholt. And order down low, back over to Cashin, swings it to Sankey just inside the wing there. And counted for the junior Sammy Sankey. Her first 2 points here of the game. Gazeski over to Addie Gagas. Poked out of there by Stroik. Stroik out ahead, full head of steam. Up with it, gets her own rebound, goes up with it. She will go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line for a pair of free throws here now. Third team foul here for the Hornets. I think that was on Pacholk, I believe. Beg your pardon, that was Lazinski. Zdroik converts on her first. She'll get a second. And she is a perfect 2 for 2 in that sequence. 4 of 5 tonight from the line for Zdroik. 80% if you're doing the math at home. Gazeski, again, just a sophomore, looks to do some pretty good things, does Leah. Jump basketball, it will stay here. So Gagas will inbound it here for the Hornets. Ball being guarded there by Zdroik. Gagas running the point here for the Hornets. Surveying her options over to Leah Kazeski. Back over to Gagas down low. Good take down low, and I think they're going to get Stroik on that, and that'll send Gagas to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Gagas up and good. 3 points now for Addie. Haley Zashevsky checking in now for the Cardinals in relief of Sammy Sankey. Gagas second one up, and it is good. 2 of 2 from that sequence there. Stroik being guarded by Gagas. Over to Cashin. Swings it over to Van Order, over to Zashevsky, and a just out of the reach there of Ilka, so it'll be turned back over to Rosholt here. Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. So Leah Kazeski far side, back over to Sierra Pacholk, back to Kazeski being guarded there up top by Cashin. Gagas to Kazeski. Collectively, they average nearly 34 points per game. Certainly, and a good jump shot there by Alexis Pacholk. Her first 2 points of the game here tonight. Cashin just inside the 3 ball. And that'll be a long 2 for Milena Cashin. So Milena with 4 points now for the Cardinals. Kazeski going strong with it, and so they get Van Order on that one, her first. Both teams now with 3 team fouls here in this first half. Or to Gagas. And Zdroik now going hard with it, kicks it over to Ilka just inside the 3 ball. Zdroik doing a nice job tiptoeing the line there to keep it alive for the Cardinals. Back over to Ilka up top. She'll go with it over to Cashin, gets it into Zdroik. Haley long swing pass to Van Order, 3 ball on the way, and count it for Ella Van Order. 11 points now for Ella. Gazewski over to Pacelli. Down low into Gagas. Gagas, and I think she may have stepped out, and she did. Little Scholars Childcare. Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are 2 beautiful childcare and preschools in Stevens Point, offering early childhood learning. For infants through 4K, you'll find great facilities and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. So just under 4 minutes in this opening half here. It's Pacelli with a, what I'll say, a fairly commanding first half lead here, 35-10. Certainly a lot of ball left here, as they say. Haley cut off at the baseline there by Gazewski, and the ball on the way. Nice board there by Koenigs. Out to Zdroik, back up top to Haley Zashevsky. Going down low with an in and out, rebounded by Zdroik. She'll be fouled, and she'll go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line, will Jaden Zdroik. And they're going to get Gagas on that one. That'll be her second personal, 4th team foul here. Zdroik is good on her first of 2. 5 of 6 from the charity stripe tonight. And that is up and good, so make that 6 of 7. About 86%, we'll say. It's quick math. Braden doesn't believe me, but I think it's close. Down low into Gagas. Nice move down low, and Addie Gagas score it for the junior. Gagas now with 6 points. He's going to check my math. 85.7. See, we're close. I told you. Zashevsky long 3 misses, and it's going to be boarded by Sierra Pacelli. Out to Leah Gazewski. Again, Gazewski just the sophomore. Pretty nifty player, I would say. Nice take there by Gagas. So Gagas with 8 points now for the Hornets. Zdroik bounces it down low to Koenigs. Left hand layup, count it for Lexi Koenigs. She now has 6 points. Gazewski back up to Haley Lazinski. It's up by Sierra Pacelli. Gazewski surveying her floor here. Gets it down into Gagas. Gagas over to Alexis Pacelli. Cut off there by Ilka. Nice defense there. Gazewski going strong with it, and Leah Gazewski, tell you what, she is showing me some good things here for the Hornets, just a sophomore. Nice pass down low, nice find, and that's Ella Van Order to finish things off here for the Cardinals. 13 points for Van Order to lead all scorers here in this opening half of play. Gazewski over to Pacelli. Going baseline with it, cut off nicely by Koenigs, and we'll get the travel call there. Express Employment. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. That is Express Employment. So Sammy Sankey back in the game now for the Cardinals. You've got Ilka, Sankey, Van Order, Koenigs, and Zashevsky on the court now here for the Cardinals. Haley down low, and they'll say she traveled with it, so Minute 5 to go in this opening half of play here. Gagas going baseline, cut off there by Van Order. Kozeski, 3-ball, in and out, missed. Rebounded by Haley. Up to Ilka. Bounces it over to Sankey, over to Koenigs. Koenigs down into Haley. Sefsky doing some work down low. Fair amount of contact, looking for the call, nothing there. So Leah Kozeski will survey the floor here, gets it back over to long 3-ball from Pacelli. Pacelli now in this final 20 seconds here in this first half. Van Order back over to Sammy Sankey, swings it over to Van Order, and nearly poked out of there defensively by Alexis Pacelli. 3-ball by Van Order, and count it, right at the horn for Ella Van Order. So we are at the half. Our score here, 44-16, Pacelli out front. We'll take a brief commercial pause for halftime here. We'll come back here momentarily. We'll go through our first half scoring and scoring recap, and we'll be back here in just a few moments. You're listening to and watching high school girls basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports from our friends from Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in just a few moments.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Pacelli Funeral Homes has been serving the Stevens Point and Plover area with the very best in funeral services. Today, as a fourth-generation local business, Pacelli Funeral Homes takes pride in helping members of our community when they need it most. The loss of a loved one carries so many challenges and often comes with so many questions. Find answers, professional services, and all the compassion and support you'd expect at Pacelli Funeral Homes, with locations in Stevens Point and Plover, and online at PacelliFuneralHome.com.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
At Oso Brewing, we're committed to our community and charity events. We give back locally. We're spot on with tasty food right inside our brewery. Oso pizzas and sandwiches are the best kept secrets in the area. Come and enjoy our new patio atmosphere with friends and family.
It will be something you want to tell your friends about.
All right, back here at halftime. We'll run through our first half scoring here. Starting with the Hornets here of Rosholt. They're led tonight, first half scoring Addie Gagas with 8 points here in the first half. 6 points from Leah Kozeski and 2 points for sophomore Alexis Pacelli. So the 16 first half points for the Hornets. Again, as we mentioned earlier in our broadcast here in our Auto Select pregame show, Addie Gagas and Leah Kozeski, kind of the, really strong 1-2 punch here for the Hornets. They collectively average nearly 34 points a game for this Hornets squad. Pacelli on the other side of the ledger tonight. First half, they are led in scoring by Ella Van Order, the junior, with 16 first half points. 12 first half points for Jaden Zdroik, the sophomore. And you've got 6 points for Lexi Koenigs, 4 points for Haley Sashesky. You get 4 points for Milena Cashin and 2 points tonight here in this opening half for Sammy Sankey. So the 44 first half points for the Cardinals. As we mentioned here, Pacelli they will be back in action, back home, little home cooking, I should say. That'll be a Friday night, 7 o'clock tip. They will be hosting Wild Rose. Certainly we had a chance to do that game back in Wild Rose probably about a month or so ago, and they have a pretty nifty player over there. Certainly there's many, but Callie Havlovitz, always fun to watch Callie play basketball. So they'll be coming into town on Friday night, and then Pacelli will be back in action then next Monday. They'll be on the road at Wittenberg-Burnhamwood. And as we mentioned, Rosholt, they will be back in action. They'll be over in Bowler on Thursday night. That's a 7 o'clock tip. And then they will be at Port Edwards next Friday night. And that's a CW South Conference game. We'll take another commercial pause here. We're at the half here, about 5.5 minutes in this halftime left here. And you are listening to and watching high school girls basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports. Back here in just a few moments.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
You may not know where you stand with today's youth, but you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
All right, Braden giving me the thumbs up here. So again, at the half here, we went through our first half scoring here. Second half here, just about 4 minutes or so away here. And a CW South Conference game. Every game starts to get more and more important as you get into this final stretch of season here. Hard to believe that we are already nearing the month of February here. And, you never like to think too far ahead, certainly, but the season really does go very rapidly. And as we mentioned, every game very, very important. And Pacelli certainly has proven at least to be one of those top-tier teams, no doubt. Certainly should have topped the CW South Conference at 6-0, but they've certainly had some very good basketball games. Of course, they played at not at Cuba City, but they faced Cuba City back in the Beaver Dam Classic probably about 2 months or so ago. And, of course, last night at Auburndale. So two very good basketball teams. Pacelli certainly, in my opinion, proving to be one of the top teams, no doubt about it, here in that Division 5. Band doing a nice job here, playing a few tunes from my UW Stevens Point days, many moons ago, we'll say. Doing a nice job here. Certainly the national anthem was sung by a few students out here in Rosholt, doing a nice job as always. About a 25-minute jaunt or so, depending just how quickly you traverse the streets here of Highway 66. Braden tells me he goes a little quicker than I do. Either way. So about 2 minutes ago here, and as we mentioned here in our Auto Select pregame show, both teams back in action. As we mentioned, Rosholt with a convincing 67-30 victory over Port Edwards. Those two teams will be at it again on Friday night. So a couple more games for Rosholt this week, Thursday and Friday night, and then Pacelli, as we mentioned, that home game against Wild Rose. Certainly hope a lot of folks can come out. I believe there is a fundraiser that night over at the Pacelli High School there, so certainly I'm sure everybody would love to see a lot of people and a strong presence. But certainly if you can't make the game, have that one from you on Zaleski Sports on Friday night. That's a approximately a 7 o'clock tip, although usually it ends up being just a little bit later than that, just based on everything beforehand. But 44-16 is our first half score, a whole half coming up here, both squads coming out here. We'll take just another brief commercial pause here, about a minute or so, and we'll be underway for the second half. You're listening to and watching high school girls basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from our friends from Hoffhaver Realty. Back here in just a moment.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home, providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process, from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
All right, we are back here. Second half about to commence here. Our officiating crew giving the infamous fist bumps to each other, doing a nice job. Certainly could not do any of this without all the fine officials that we have. So second half coming up here. Looks to be generally about the same group of starters here. You've got Zashevsky, Van Order, Cashin, Ilka, and Stroik. And then you've got Gagas, Kazeski, Lozinski, Pacholk. And a nice take there by Haley, rebounded. Cashin over to Ilka. Cashin swings it over to Haley. Thought about it for seconds. Droik going in with it. 3-ball for Van Order, and Ella Van Order, her third 3-ball here tonight. So I had that 16 points in the first half. First three here, half number 2. Kazeski taking it in left hand, and foul on the floor here. I believe they're going to get Cashin on that one. Beg your pardon, that is a shooting foul, they'll say. So Kazeski at the Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line, and she is good on her first of 2. Kazeski with those 6 first half points. Second one on the way, misses short. And Pacelli comes away with it. Stroik bounces it over to Ilka, back into Haley. Nice bounce pass there to Stroik, and just a good set of team basketball. Good passing there, I'll say. Combination of bounce and overhead passing. Kazeski hands it off to Pacholk. Turned over back to Pacelli. Long swing pass to Van Order, who's been hot behind the 3-ball. Misses a little long. And they'll say jump ball here. So Gagas will inbound it here for the Hornets. Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with more than 30 flavors of brats, along with chicken, steaks, beef, deli meats, local and seasonal favorites, and so much more. It's all at Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Kazeski, long 2, not able to connect on that one. Rebounded by the Cardinals now. Cashin, rebound by Van Order, pulled down. She'll go back up with it, and she'll be fouled. So Van Order will go to the line. The Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line, in fact. Her first one misses in and out. Of course, you can call Jamie Wenzel at Serb Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Van Order good on her second. Get a couple of substitutions here for the Hornets. Sierra Pacholk checking in now, along with Lily Luzinski. You've got Leah Kazeski, Addie Gagas, and Sierra Pacholk. Kazeski tries to drive it in. Stripped out of there by Pacelli. Still playing good defense is Leah. Bounces it in. Nice bounce at Mice. Fine and a great, as always, just a good sequence there. And in order to finish things off here for the Cardinals. 52-17 is our score. And they're going to get Ilka on that one, it looks like. That will be Katie's, by my math anyways, I believe her second. Kazeski goes up with it, and she'll be fouled. She'll go to the line here, will Leah Kazeski. Foul's going to be on Cashin. Her second personal. Team foul number 3 in the second half. Kazeski at the Serve Pro. Jamie Wenzel free throw line for a pair. Her first one is up, and it is good. She'll get a second here, will Leah. And perfect 2 of 2 on that one for Leah Kazeski. Up to 9 points now for Leah. Van Order swings it out to Ilka. Ilka from the corner misses long. Nearly poked out of there. Gagas comes out of there with it. Today's game brought to you in part by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Doll Auto, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. Zdroik, nice find down low, and Van Order there to finish things off here. So Van Order, by my rough math anyways, 24 points here tonight. Stays here. Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Or learn more at nicolaybank.com. So Kazeski guarded by Cash, and Kazeski up with it. She'll miss a little bit short. Back over to Pacelli now. Tonight's game also brought to you in part from Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. So Zdroik cut off there by Kazeski. Van Order near side here. Gets it over to Ilka. Ilka Gagas nearly poked that one out of there. Bounces it. Had the right idea. It'll go back to the Hornets. So 54-19 here to go. We're under 14 minutes in this one. 13:50 to be exact. Leah Kazeski brings it up over to near side to Gagas. Back to Kazeski. Bounce pass gonna and score it down low for Sierra Pacholk. Her first couple points here of the game. We'll get a timeout on the floor here. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You are listening to and watching high school girls basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports from our friends from Hoff Favor Realty. Back in a moment.
We're going to tell all of our viewers about Mitten's Rusted and Busted trade-in sale, which reminds me of a funny story.
Folks, Tim's saying that Mittens is paying its customers to get rid of their old furniture and buy new.
This January's Rusted and Busted promotion is so huge. Do you think we could make it any bigger?
I don't think so, Tim.
Hey, do you think Jill will let me buy a brand new Lazy Boy power recliner, or should I build one myself?
Well, Tim, the stars are telling me that buying one from Mittens would be a safer decision.
And Braden Sutter with the head knot. Let me know we're back here. So just under 13 and a half to go in this one. Van Order guarded there by Pacelli. Alexis, that is. Cashing over to Zdroik. Zdroik being guarded pretty heavily by Leah Kazeski. Cashin down low to Van Order. Van Order, nice pass down low. And they will say that Pacelli stepped on the line. It'll stay Pacelli basketball. Stevens Point Orthopedics proud to welcome orthopedic spine surgeon Dr. Jason Pataki. Dr. Pataki is ready to serve the central Wisconsin community and is now seeing patients. More information regarding spine and back services available at stevenspointortho.com. So bounces it into Van Order, and Van Order scores it there. Zaski brings it up for the Hornets. 3 ball on the way. Leah Kazaski in and out. Boarded there by Gagas. Pulled out of there by Cashin. And back to Zdroik now. Picked up at half court by Gagas on defense. Zdroik going up with it. Haley doing some work down low. She'll be fouled, and she will go to the Serpro Jamie Wenzel free throw line for a pair here. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serpro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So Pacelli with the foul, Sierra. And Haley good on her first of 2. She'll get a second on the way here. So Haley will redo that one. Free throw is up, misses a little short. Boarded by Gagas. Nice pass out to Pacelli. Long pass, Alexis Pacelli. Gets it over to Kazaski. And I think they're going to get Zdroik on that one. Her second here. Pacelli's 4th team foul. Checking in now is the sophomore Haley Luzinski in relief of Lily Luzinski. So Gagas over to Kazaski, back to Gagas. Swings it over to Pacelli. 3 ball in and out, rebounded by Zashevsky. And that'll go back to the Hornets here. The Rock and Roll Cafe. Find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, and service with a smile, open daily for breakfast and lunch, only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. Now Gagas, far side, gets it over to Sierra Pacelli. Back up top over to Kazaski. Gagas thought about it for a moment. 3 ball if it goes. And it'll go back to Pacelli. Felt's Dairy, the culture of Wisconsin is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Felt's Dairy Store in Stevens Point. Jesus, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. That's Felt's Dairy Store. Food, family, and fun. So Zdroik, nice head fake. Down low, not able to convert down under there, and I think we're going to get a jump down low, perhaps, and we will. It'll stay Pacelli basketball. Lexi Koenig's checking back in here for Ella Van Order. Genevieve Hinker into the game now for the Cardinals. You've got Sammy Sankey. Should be Pacelli ball by all accounts. 11:20 to go in this one. Sankey to inbound it here for the Cardinals. Abby Phillip, the freshman, checking in now in relief of senior Sierra Pascholk. Sankey over to Koenigs. Genevieve Hinker, as we mentioned, the freshman. Sankey, 3-ball on the way, and counted for Sammy Sankey for 3. So Sankey with 5 points tonight now. And Kozeski takes it, unable to convert. Zashewski with a rebound. And it'll stay Pacelli ball, I believe. At least by my vantage point anyways. And it does. Sherrill Tire and Auto Service, the auto service specialists at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people. Find your location at SherrillTire.com. So we're going to get a foul on Haley Lazinski, her second. Team foul number 3. That'll send Zdroik to the Serpro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Zdroik, good on her first of 2. Second on the way. This is in and out, so 1 of 2 in that sequence. 7 of 9 from the line tonight for Zdroik. 77.777%. We'll see if Braden checks the math. He might. So Kozeski to inbound it. Out up to Gagas. And picked off by Zdroik, getting it out front to Koenig. Back over to Sankey. Into Zashewski, about a 10-footer there, and score it for Haley Zashewski. So 9 points now for Haley tonight. Gagas to Kozeski, back to Gagas. Back down into Alexis Pascholk. Alexis averages about 3.5 points a game. Haley going in with it strong and score it for Haley Zashewski. 11 points now. And one's picked out of there by Sammy Sankey. Sankey, one of a couple juniors on this team. Sankey, 3-ball on the way, misses long. Rebounded now by Phillip, Abby Phillip. Number 21, the freshman. Kozeski cut off there by Zdroik up top. Turnaround jump shot, 3-ball, misses short. Pascholk with the board. Jump ball here called. And Ilka will check back in here for the Cardinals in relief of Jaden Zdroik. Checking also in will be Lily Lazinski, the junior, here for the Hornets in relief of sophomore Haley Lazinski. Kozeski, 3-ball on the way, misses and rebounded by Haley there, so just under 8.5 to go in this one. Both teams coming off back-to-back games here tonight. Second game in as many nights here for both squads. Koenigs misses from the corner there. Out ahead to Kozeski. Kozeski going in with it. Swings it on over to Phillip. Rosholt turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Phillip. Koenigs with the steal. Up out ahead to Sankey. Kozeski diving for that one, nearly was able to get to that one, but we'll get a foul called here. Next step, Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Genevieve Hinker up top now for the Cardinals. Gagas pokes it out of there. It'll stay. Pacelli ball. Ella Van Order checking back in here for Pacelli. She'll check in here for Haley Sashevsky. Down into Koenigs. Or to Van Order to Hinker. Hinker, count it, for the freshman and Genevieve Hinker. Her first 2 points tonight for Jen. And Kozeski a little bit too much for Gagas there. Fleet Farm, no matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need. And all at the lowest prices. Koenigs out to Ilka. Gets it over to Hinker. Defended there by Sierra Pushulk. Sankey down into Koenigs. Or to Van Order. Shelley probably looking to execute a good pass that leads to easy buckets here with at this point. Probably looking to burn a little bit of clock, one would think. Nice pass down to Hinker. Unable to finish, rebounded by Abby Phillip. And Gagas will bring it up here now for the Hornets. 3 ball on the way. Misses a little bit long, rebounded by Van Order. Van Order being defended there up top by Gagas. Induces a turnover. Kozeski, Leah Kozeski going coast to coast and score it for Leah Kozeski. She now has 11 points. Again, we mentioned she's around a 16.5 point per game player for the Hornets. Nice give and go there to Ilka. Rebounded by Van Order down low and score it for Ella Van Order. Just under the 5-minute mark here to go in this one. Kozeski over to Gagas, back over to Kozeski. Koenigs guarding Gagas there. Nearly swatted that one out of there. Ilka guarding up top on Kozeski, and we'll get a foul call. I believe that's Ilka. That'll be her third, I believe, third personal, team foul number 5 here in the second half. And nearly turned over by the Hornets. And I believe we're going to get a timeout called here. We'll take a brief commercial pause ourselves with 4:10 remaining. You're listening to and watching high school girls basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from our friends from Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in just a moment.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
All right, we are back. One of our many game day sponsors tonight. That's Dahl Automotive. Dahl Automotive in Stevens Point has over 1,300 vehicles, but they want more. So they'll offer an extra $500 over book value for your trade-in vehicle. Shop DahlAuto.com for the best selection in the area, or stop in to see them at Dahl Honda just off Stanley Street, or at Dahl Chrysler on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. We're also brought to you tonight in part from Maida Custom. Maida Custom Apparel specializes in providing quality decorated apparel, including from corporate casual team uniforms and promotional items to sporting goods and awards. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more at MaidaCustom.com. That's MaidaCustom.com. Gagas 3-ball. But right there to clean things up is, I believe that was Alexis Rosholt. And Kozeski there. Ilka over to Sankey. Over to Hinker. Gets it down into Ilka. And Gagas rebounding it out in front to Leah Kozeski. Kozeski going left hand. She'll get fouled. She'll go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line for a pair. And they'll get Ilka. That'll be her fourth, at least by my math anyways. Kozeski at the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So Kozeski is up and able to convert on that. So Phillip will check out here. That's Alexis Rosholt checking back into the game here. 2:48 to go in this one, and counting, in fact. Kozeski able to get that one to rattle in, so 1 of 2 in that sequence. And Haley Lazinski checks in now for Lily Lazinski. 2.5 and counting now. This one pretty much all but over at this point. Shelley looking to try to run the clock down a little bit. Looks like turned over, and it'll go back to Rosholt. Shoot a Funeral. Shoot a Funeral Home. Shoot a Funeral Services in Stevens Point and Plover is here to help you with all of your funeral needs. With 2 convenient locations and a personal local touch, let their experienced staff serve your family. Learn more at shootafuneral.com. That's shootafuneral.com. We'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show here, probably about 5 minutes or so following the conclusion of this one. Clock running at this point by virtue of the score here, 69-28. Cashin checking in now for Van Order. Out to Sankey. Sankey over to Cashin. Jump shot misses short. Leah Kozeski boards it. And unable to convert on that. Hinker with the board. So Jen with her first couple of points here in this game tonight. Gets a rebound as well to boot. Koenig's jump shot counted for Lexi Koenig's. Kozeski over to Gagas, swings it back over to Rosholt. Kozeski, long 3-ball on the way, misses a little short. And Koenig's comes out of there with a rebound for Pacelli. Ilka over to Hinker, over to Cashin. Final waning 6 seconds here in this one. And that is a final out here in Rosholt. The Cardinals here at Stevens Point, Pacelli with the 71-28 victory. Again, we'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show here probably in just a few moments or so. Of course, Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield Curtis or NasonvilleDairy.com. So we'll take a brief commercial pause, and probably in just about 3 or 4 minutes or so, we'll talk with head coach Allison Smaglick and a player or two for Zaleski Sports Highlight House player. We will go to commercial now. You've been listening to and watching high school girls basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from our friends from Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in just a moment.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Mr. Sutter to give us the infamous. There he is. Okay. We are back out here live here, head coach Allison Smaglick. You guys, 2 games in as many days here. You guys certainly came back out here, the CWC South Conference victory. Talk about a game like tonight. I know you guys really, we're getting kind of into that final stretch here. I don't know how many days left of basketball, but there's certainly far less days left than you guys have had. Talk a little bit about tonight's game and I guess where you guys go from here.
Yeah, so, I mean, overall this week is going to be tough for us. We had a hard-fought game yesterday at Auburndale. A lot of minutes were being played. You know, we're down 2 of our starters, so I liked a lot of things that happened in this game. A lot of, playing time for a lot of our bench players got in there. From top to bottom, everybody came in and did something great. Obviously, there was a few breakdowns that we can work on, but overall, I think we played really well and hard together as a group.
You did just that, and of course, with Maddie Pionic and Kaylin Yenter, certainly 2 of your more prominent players. Certainly a big, loss to have those folks down, but I'm sure they'll be back in hopefully due time here. You're back at it, I believe, Friday night, hosting Wild Rose. That's a pretty decent conference team. Certainly, Callie Havlovitz, certainly one of the one of the better players, I would say, in that conference and certainly within the division. Talk a little bit about Friday night.
Yeah, and they just came off of a win against Almond. So again, coming into any game, especially these conference games, you catch a team having a bad night off. Anybody can come in and win. It was very lopsided the first game, and not expecting it to be like that this next game on Friday. But hopefully we can execute what we did in our first win and then carry that over.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, I know it's, if I'm not mistaken, and we're kind of saying this in the broadcast, hopefully a lot of fans will come out. I believe it's a fundraiser for your squad, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully we'll get a lot of folks out at the Student Activity Center Friday night. Certainly if you're not able to, we'll have it on Zaleski Sports. But Coach, anything more as you get into this? I know Friday certainly, but and you guys, I think, are back in action next Monday then after that.
Yeah, like I said, our schedule doesn't get any easier here on out. I think we got about 6 games left. But yeah, we play Friday and then no practices, and then we come in on Monday and have to play a state-ranked team in Division III with Wittenberg. And then we have back-to-back games against Ullman, actually. One's a makeup game, so very tough week next week for us.
Certainly going to be a very tough week, as you mentioned, but I know your squad certainly will be ready, very well coached squad. Coach, anything else before we let you get back to your team and the 25-minute ride back to Stevens Point?
Ella over here had a career high in points.
28, I believe.
Yep. So
my math is right.
Yeah, you are right. That's a career high for her. And Jaden had a quadruple double, so just shout out for those 2 players here. Yeah, so
all right.
Awesome.
Well, Coach Smags will give you the big fist bump. That's head coach Allison Smaglick. Certainly no rest for the weary. You guys have a Wild Rose certainly Friday night, but then a tough couple of games next week. You did have a career high, Ella. I know you're just a junior. You're certainly one of so many good basketball players on this squad tonight. You really took over, especially with Maddie Pionic, the sophomore, being out, and senior Kaylin Yenter being out. You certainly, along with others, certainly no doubt about it, but you stepped up tonight. Talk a little bit about your game, Ella. I know you're a very big contributor. Again, I had you for 28 points, but and I think I had you for 3 or 4 3-point field goals. So talk about your role with this squad in a game like tonight, a career high for you.
Well, in games like tonight, I knew that we had Maddie and Kaylin out, which is one of our biggest deficits. So I knew even if I don't contribute scoring in other games, that it's very significant. And I know that Maddie and Kaylin are very big scorers. So I knew tonight, Haley, me, and Jaden, who are our other big 3 scorers, that we needed to step up. And I just think, if I was open, I took it and tried to get as many rebounds as possible.
Well, you did that, and I think you were probably around at least 10 rebounds as well, if my math was right on that. Sometimes that's a little more difficult to track, but certainly a very important role. You and Sammy, one of the other juniors, you have a nice mix on this squad, and with really, I think Coach Smaglick said 6 games left, and then it's playoff time. How do you, as an individual and as a team, prepare for these final few weeks here?
We just have to stay in our mentality that we need to keep working hard and going. Even if we play teams that are maybe a little bit lesser fundamentally sound, we have to keep high intensity, high defense, because it's not going to help us in the long run, like yesterday in Auburndale. And we always got to stay consistently high, even if the team is in that style. You could always take back a little bit, but we have to consistently be going on our nice, good mentality and always working hard. You can't ever go down, because otherwise we're going to get comfortable staying down. You have to stay high intensity always.
Absolutely, and no rest for the weary. 2 tough games next week. Completely agree. Well said, Ella. Anything else before we get you into the Zaleski Sports Highlight House?
Thank you for broadcasting.
Absolutely, love doing your games. Definitely, I'm always happy to do any game, certainly, but really enjoy doing your games. Great game tonight. I think you know the drill. I'll count you down. I'll have you say your name and that you are in the house, and I'll have you look right into the camera. So we'll go 3, 2, 1.
I'm Ella Van Order, and I'm in the house.
And you get a fist bump. That's Ella Van Order. That is junior Ella Van Order tonight. Our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player tonight. She had 28 points on the night, a career high for Ella, in fact, and is certainly very important. You're down Maddie Pionic, one of the top scoring leaders as far as production goes on this team. Ella really steps up in that role tonight. career high 28 points. We're going to run through our scoring here. We'll start with Rosholt. Again, the 28 points for Rosholt tonight. They were led tonight by sophomore Leah Kozeski. I had her for 14 points. Addie Gagas, the junior, she had 8 points tonight. You get 4 points from Alexis Pacholk, and then 2 points for Sierra Pacholk. So the 28 points. We move to the other side of the ledger here, and as we just talked to Ella Van Order, the 28 points tonight to lead all scorers. You get 13 points tonight from, beg your pardon, from Jaden Stroik. You get 12 points tonight from Haley Sashevsky. You get 8 points tonight from Lexi Koenigs, the sophomore. And 6 points from senior Milena Cashin. And you get 5 points tonight from Sammy Sankey. And last but not certainly least, freshman Genevieve Hinker tonight. Jen Hinker with 2 points to round out the scoring for Pacelli, the 74 total team points. Again, a final out here in Rosholt, 74-28. Pacelli will be back in action. They will be, as we mentioned here, lots of fans and Pacelli faithful, and certainly Wild Rose can come over to that. Be a good conference game on a Friday night. With that, we'll bid you all a very good Tuesday night. Again, a final out here tonight, 74-28. And Braden's given me the hook here from all of our friends from all of our game day sponsors tonight. Wishing you a very good evening. And you've been listening to and watching high school girls basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports. Have yourselves a good rest of the Tuesday night, everyone.